Coach Karen Jones Bacon here again, part two. Hopefully, this is the last one. I am getting a camera. I've been looking for a camera because my phone is not working with this. So I'm hoping, so instead of doing two 10-minute videos, I can do one maybe 20 or 15-minute video. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. So we talked about how when a person feels deprived, they become less civilized in relationships. And we talked briefly about what that looks like. Now, remember, I talked about arguments, threats, abuse, also being irrational and being petty, which is what happens, which may happen. Now, I'm not saying that this is okay, because this is not. As far as the reaction of abuse, it's not okay. What I'm saying is, this is what could happen when people become less civilized, when they feel deprived. That is their way of acting out. I think it moves beyond an adult tantrum. I think that places it at another level. Now, please remember, I'm talking about needs. Needs, which are essential for everyone to survive. I'm not talking about wants or preferences. However, those things can get tied in or meshed in to needs. It can get confusing. So, what do I mean by that? Unfortunately, some of us don't know what our core needs are. We don't know what our core needs are. So we're reacting to anything and everything that we don't get. We think that our needs are on the same level as our wants and our preferences. But because we don't know what those needs are, any and everything that we do not get, or we don't feel satisfied, or we feel deprived, what happens? Inwardly, chaos ensues. And what happens? Your life outside, chaos takes place. It manifests. Another thing is, we don't know who's responsible for those needs. We don't know. We don't know what our core needs are. We don't know what the difference between our core needs, our wants, and our preferences. We're trying to figure out how we can get those needs met, how we can get those things met. But we don't know who's responsible for getting us those needs, the needs that we need to have in order to feel whole, in order to feel satisfied. So we put it on other people without really sitting down thinking about it. We just put it on other people. And unfortunately, a lot of the times we put it on our partners. And that's not fair. Because a lot of the things that we say that we need, it's something that we want or we prefer, and that we can do it ourselves. There's nothing about asking for certain things. But there is a line, especially of feeling, of asking, desiring, preferring, and feeling entitled. Your partner is there to meet certain needs, and you're there to meet certain needs of your partner. But your partner is not everything. everything. You're everything. Um, this is a major reason why you need to have your own identity before you even get into a relationship. You need to have your own stuff going on. You need to know who you are, what you like, what makes you happy. Those things are necessary. Those things are part of building a relationship with yourself. They're necessary. You also have to make sure that you have those things going on before, during, and even after the relationship ends. I know when we get into relationships, we spend a lot of time with, the person that we're really into. But you got to make sure that you continue to make time for the things that you like as well. There's nothing wrong with, if they want to be a part of some of that. That includes, if you, whatever hobbies you like, work, friends. You keep those things. You keep those people in your life. You don't stop your life because you have a romantic partner. They met you with that life and they want to be a part of that life. They don't want you to stop doing what you're doing. Surrender yourself to your partner's life. It doesn't work that way. And that's a lot of pressure, not only on them, but on yourself. And you wonder why you don't feel satisfied. You wonder why you're not happy. Because you gave up the things that make you happy. You gave up the things that make you feel satisfied. You gave up the things that make you feel whole. Because you thought that if you completely submerge yourself into his or her world, that love that you have for him or her or for the relationship will satisfy all of your needs. It doesn't work that way. Maybe in the movies, and even then, it doesn't work that way. So what needs to happen when we figure out that our mate cannot satisfy everything that we need? Well, since we weren't given the tools to figure out the difference between want, need, and preference, it can come off when you are looking for some of those needs to be met, those reasonable needs to be met by your partner, is looked at as needy when it's not. It's that they don't have those tools either. They didn't experience that either. So it comes off needy, you come off naggy, you can come off passive aggressive, you can come off aggressive. It comes out in different ways. So that civility, once those needs, or what you perceive as needs, are not being met, they're being deprived, that civility moves slowly out of the relationship. And I can see it's almost 10 minutes. I might have to do another video. I'm hoping it's going to be about 5 minutes for the next video. But again, those needs, perceived needs, if they're not met, civility slowly leaves the relationship. All right, hang on.